Hello everybody and welcome back. So I'm about to get ready for my day. I need to go pick up something very exciting today, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but I wanted to get ready with you so I could show you how I switched up my makeup for spring, although you can probably assume what kind of look it is. I've been wearing it a lot in my recent videos. I know this is an overused word in this community, but I have been truly obsessed with this makeup look. It's often the first thing I think about in the morning. I just can't wait to get into the process of this look. I think there's some fun, different techniques that might be interesting to you. So before we get started, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. First thing I'm going to apply is my Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. I prefer the little pinky one, just for my skin type. And I take 2 pumps of that, and I spread it around all over my fingertips. And then I start in the areas where I tend to be a bit more oily, so the center of my forehead and the center of my face here. And then I spread it out everywhere. And I like to wait until that primer kind of sets down and gets really sticky. And now for my foundation, I'm using my Clinique Even Better Clinical Foundation in the shade CN Ivory 28. And I'm using my BK Beauty 101 brush. This foundation has been looking so promising on my skin. I feel like it might fit in with some of my top favorite foundations, kind of like the Makeup Forever Ultra HD and the Dior Forever Skin Glow. It kind of gives me those vibes. I think it looks so perfecting on my skin. It's very smoothing, but it also has a beautiful glow that doesn't feel glowy. You know when dewy foundations feel not heavy on the skin, you're just aware of it? I don't feel aware that I'm wearing foundation at all with this. It's super lightweight and a little bit goes a long way. It's been a dream. So now moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using the LYS Triple Fix with a little something new here. So Maybelline came out with this pink concealer. So perfect for this look. It doesn't look that pink when you're just looking at it now, but this is what it looks like compared to my usual shade. And it's the shade 160. I think this would be an awesome product for those of you who want the effect of the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom powder, how brightening and how pink it is. I think you could get away with that look by setting this with a translucent powder. So I'm going to take a little bit of my LYS just in the usual spots, just taking a little bit though. And I'm going to start blending that out. And now I'm taking this Maybelline brightener and I'm putting it in the center here. And as you can see, it's a very, very light pink, but it's going to help brighten the area so much, especially if you mix it in with your normal concealer. It's not going to look too much. I picked it up this week and I've been so excited about it, especially because it's a formula I already know and love and have been using for years. Just going to add a touch more. My beauty blender was a little too damp, so I feel like it just removed it. Yeah, it's such a similar effect to the powder. So now I'm going to set with Sugar Cookie instead of Cherry Blossom, just so that we can truly see. Super similar effect. Another reason why I'm so excited about this is because I've been recently mixing in some of my blush into my concealer just so that it all blends in nicely together. But the problem with that is that sometimes that does not look great mixed in with your concealer. Sorry, I have a cat hair that's like tickling the heck out of me. Where is it? Wow, that was awful. I find that this sits way better under the eye than a blush would, of course. So now to bronze and contour. I've been loving this combo here. I'm going to have one hell of a roundup video this month because it's going to be February and March combined. Just because I was gone in February and I didn't really retry a lot of the newer products, I needed more time to figure out my thoughts on them. So keep tuned. It's going to be crazy. So I'm taking this little contour stick from Milk in the shade Toasted for these areas. I'm just putting a little bit under my jaw today. And I'm blending it out with this Sephora brush. It's very similar to the Sephora 56 brush. This one's just old as the hills. Now I'm taking the Tower 28 Sculptino in Getty. I don't know why they called these like contours. Like there's no way that that's a contour color, but I still really like it. It's just like a matte cream bronzer without any shimmer. Well, I guess it's not matte. How would you describe that? like a dewy product that's not shimmery. And I don't know, I feel confused of what I'm saying. I'm just too excited to go pick up what I'm going to pick up. My mom found the deal of a lifetime on my dream kitchen table. It is so beautiful. I'll post some pictures and I'll include some clips once it's in my home. These have been going for like tens of thousands of dollars, and I got it for such a steal. I got it for a tenth of the price. I don't know. It's going to be the most perfect thing for my home. There's no better feeling than finding the best deal on Facebook Marketplace. So now it's blush time, my favorite time of day, and I have been infatuated with pink blush. It's all I want to apply. It makes me feel so cute. It's perfect for spring. It just ultimately makes me feel like strawberry shortcake, especially since I have this warmer hair color right now. So I've been loving trying all of my cooler pink blushes with this look. My favorite though has been the Haus Labs blush in Dragon Fruit Daze. I've been enthralled by this one, and not only is this going to be placed on my cheeks, it's also going to be going on my lips and my eyes. I'll put a list in the description of all of the pink blushes that I love, just in case if you have them in your collection already, or if you're not in love with how bright this one is for your personal tastes. It'll be down in the description. And I'm going to apply this with my BK Beauty 107 brush. And this is a great blush brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Haus Labs, tap it off in my palm, and I'm going to hit my cheekbone kind of higher up than I would usually do. And once I have a little less on my brush, I kind of tap under my eye, just subtly. It's the only blush I've been grabbing. It's brought me so much joy. I've mentioned this before, but it feels very nostalgic to me. It feels like my first blush I ever purchased from Sephora, and I used to put that blush on my cheeks, my eyes, and my lips as well. So I think that's why I've been so excited about this blush. It feels like I brought my old look back, but modernized it. So now for highlighter, I'm going to take my Rare Beauty in the shade Mesmerize. I usually apply my highlighter underneath of my blush just so that it looks like it's coming from within it, but I kind of like this one as a blush topper. It's the pinkier shade that they offer. I'm taking a little bit of this on this Refer 18 brush. It's kind of a bigger brush than I would usually use, but I kind of like the effect. And I just sweep on the tiniest amount. Just brings a little more dimension, more interest, and it looks so pretty on top of the Haus Labs blush. And just a little bit on the bridge of the nose. Not much. So before I go off to do my brows, I'm going to spritz my face with a little bit of the new Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. This stuff is crazy. It makes my skin look so diffused. And I'm just going to let this dry without touching anything. The Milk Makeup setting sprays are fantastic. I love the Hydro Grip. That's one of my favorites. Look at my under eyes. Because I set that with powder, it doesn't look hydrated again. It still looks really nice and blurred. So now I'm just going to quickly do my brows and prime my lids, and I'll be right back. I forgot to push record, but I'm setting the rest of my skin here with the Huda Beauty powder. I just reenacted that. Okay, but now it's time for eyes, and I have been loving the Huda Beauty Matte Obsession palettes. These are fantastic. I love the cream to powder formulas in here as well. It just allows you to create so much more dimension. So I'm taking this one right here, which is a cream to powder, on this fluffy brush just to build the look. So I put that all over in my crease, and I switched to a smaller brush. This is a Refer 13. The other one I was just using was a Smith 237, and I put this all over my outer corner as well. Now with this Refer 27 brush, I'm taking this shade right here, and I'm going to build the crease up with this. Same with that outer corner, which I like to take that smaller brush. And then sometimes I take that dark brown in here, right here, and just accentuate that. I know this is very similar to another video I posted a few weeks ago, but I've been getting so many questions on how I created this makeup look. I just wanted to have a more direct video on it. Now I'm taking my Makeup Forever pencil in the shade Limitless Brown to do a little liner. This one's fantastic because it looks kind of eyeshadowy. It feels very powdery for a pencil, so it's very easy to create a softened, more smoky liner look. So I create a little liner silhouette just like so, and then I take a brush to diffuse it. And then I like to layer the cream to powder brown in this palette. The color in the palette's just a little too soft, so that's why I like to amp it up with the Makeup Forever pencil, just like so. And then I'm going to take similar colors for my lower lash line. So I'm going to take that shade we put in the crease right here, leaving a little bit of space. I'm not bringing it all the way into here to connect it. This is a great tip, especially if you have watery eyes. And why not? Let's incorporate this brown from the Makeup Forever pencil. Just really tucked in to my lower lashes. This is a fantastic little pencil brush. Look how detailed that is. It's a Refer 23. And this is my favorite part. This is why I've been doing so many eyeliner looks. This is just what I look forward to doing. So this is the Melt Cosmetics Slick Waterline Eye Pencil, and I use this to brighten and correct and clean up my liner. So I take it right on my waterline right here, and then I swoop it upwards to clean that overblend, and I just like what it does. And then I just take any little brush to blend it out. If you have watery eyes, this will just help the whole situation, and I feel like it opens my eyes up really nicely as well. So I'm just going to repeat that, and I'll be right back. So now we're going to tackle my lid here where we left some blank space. I'm taking a little bit of my About Face eyeshadow in the shade On Point. Ooh, this is not right. I made a mistake. I usually mix in a little bit of La Zona Rosa. Sorry. Still very brightening, but just a little bit more saturated in pink. And with that same brush, I was using this BK Beauty A501. I'm going to take some of my Haus blush to tie everything in. And now I'm putting on some of the Rare Beauty mascara. And then I decided to layer a few of the Falscara plumps to my outer corners. I just used 3 out of the base kit. And here are the eyes all done. I think they're so cute. It's like a little Hawaiian sunset or something. The colors are so pretty, and what a perfect combination to welcome spring. And my favorite lip combo for this is the Tower 28 one liner in the shade Fill Me In. With a little bit of my nip cream, which is just pure lanolin. And then Haus Labs makes another appearance, tapped into my lips. For a perfect, cohesive, monochromatic look, all the tones match because it is the same product. It's awesome. And here is the finished final makeup look. I just adore it. It makes me feel so cute and so ready for spring. And I finished this makeup look right in time. I think my stepdad just got here, so I have to go, but hopefully I'll have a clip inserted here of the new table. I cannot be more excited to go grab it. And here's the table. I was so scared to jinx the deal while I was talking about it in this video, but now I have it. It's in my home and it looks phenomenal. I'm in complete disbelief that I now own one of these pieces. I've been admiring these kind of pieces for years, and I just can't believe the deal I got. The glass top is pretty scratched up and chipped up, but I'm going to live with it for now. That's easily replaceable. My stepdad actually asked his glass guy how much it would be to replace it, and it still would not be close to the cost of what this is worth. I couldn't be happier. It's just so perfect in my space. I love how matchy-matchy the tones are with the floors. But that's going to be it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It will help me out so very much over here. I'll also list and link all of the products I used in today's video in the description down below. So feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.